صديقي المتابع، أدري أن ظروف حياتك قاسية جدا، ولأنها قاسية الخيارات المتاحة لك في الحياة قليلة جدا، وأدري أنك تبغى تغير ظروفك وتغير حياتك وتنجح فيها، ولأني عرفت كيف ممكن تغير حياتك في أسوأ الظروف بنيت لك محتوى هذا الفيديو بعناية، واللي فيه راح أعلمك كيف تغير حياتك وتغير ظروف حياتك رغم قسوتها. والكلام هذا حقيقي ومجرب، ومو بس كذا، راح أثبت لك أيضا أن النجاح اختيار والسعادة والحزن اختيار، وانت تختار باستخدام هذه العادة.
That brain with its gene, which is also partly inheritance, partly of time, that is the common factor of mankind. Right? Do you understand this? So it's not your brain. Thought may say it's my brain. Thought may say I am the individual. Right? That's our conditioning. Are you an individual? Go into it, search. Are you an individual?
A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except thought. So, he loses touch with reality and lives in a world of illusions. By thoughts, I mean specifically chatter in the skull, perpetual and compulsive repetition of words, of reckoning and calculating.
The stronger the emotional reaction you have to some experience in your life, the higher the emotional quotient, the more you pay attention to the cause. And the moment the brain puts all of its attention on the cause, it takes a snapshot, and that's called a memory. So long-term memories are created from very highly emotional experiences. When you have an emotional reaction to someone or something, most people think that they can't control their emotional reaction. Well, it turns out if you allow that emotional reaction, it's called a refractory period, to last for hours or days, that's called a mood. I say to someone, hey, what's up? You say, I'm in a mood. Well, why are you in a mood? Well, I had this thing happen to me 5 days ago, and I'm having one long emotional reaction. If you keep that same emotional reaction going on for weeks or months, that's called temperament. And if you keep that same emotional reaction going on for years on end, that's called a personality trait. People, when they have an event, what they do is they keep recalling the event because the emotions of stress hormones, the survival emotions, are saying pay attention to what happened because you want to be prepared if it happens again. Turns out most people spend 70% of their life living in survival and living in stress, so they're always anticipating the worst case scenario based on a past experience, and they're literally, out of the infinite potentials in the quantum field, they're selecting the worst possible outcome, and they're beginning to emotionally embrace it with fear, and they're conditioning their body into a state of fear. So then the emotions from the experience tend to give the body and the brain a rush of energy. So people become addicted to the rush of those emotions, and they use the problems and conditions in their life to reaffirm their limitation, so at least they can feel something. Your body is the unconscious mind. It doesn't know the difference between the experience that's creating the emotion and the emotion that you're creating by thought alone. So the body's believing.
في هذه العملية تحتاج أن تكون واعياً لنفسك القديمة، ومن ثم تعيد خلق نفس جديد. فكر في هذا الأمر قليلاً. يستيقظ معظم الناس في الصباح، أول شيء يقومون به هو أنهم يتواصلون مع ذلك الإحساس الذي يعرفهم. في اللحظة التي يتواصلون مع ذلك الإحساس، سواء أكان معاناة، ذنباً، إحساساً بعدم الاستحقاق، أو كيفما كان ذلك الإحساس، يبدأون يومهم انطلاقاً من تلك الحالة العاطفية. بمعنى آخر، هم يعيشون بالفعل في الماضي، ومع ذلك يتوقعون أن حياتهم سوف تتغير. لكنهم يفكرون بنفس التفكير.
Our thoughts, feelings and actions we send off into the universe. It's a vibration. The universe sends it back. It responds in like manner. Well, the response of the universe is the attraction. You can only attract to you what vibrates in harmony with you.
David obviously has little sense of his own identity. Ego's job is to meet the conflicting demands of reality, id, and superego, and still preserve its own true identity.
The struggles between id and superego can be the source of our growth and progress as individuals, but only if we are aware of them and understand them. Without that understanding, we are enslaved by our unconscious drives and emotions.
لا تتبع الهوى فيضلك عن سبيل الله إن الذين يضلون عن سبيل الله لهم عذاب شديد بما نسوا يوم الحساب